Okay. Remember? Alright.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
No, they can't win. Illegal.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to the
Not on Call podcast. Welcome to episode 4.
Welcome
Thank you
to
so much
episode
for
4.
listening.
Thanks for continuing to listen. Again, you're a gog at a gas. We do need to stop saying that at some point, but we are already episode 4, so it's fine.
Honestly, it's so fun. And thank you so much for the questions and the feedback.
Yes.
Oh
the
my
questions
God.
this week are steamy.
Wait
You're
till
going to love them.
Wait till you see the questions coming.
So this is...
I'm Dr. Anna McKeough. I am a GP and I have a portfolio in population health.
And my name's Dr. Anne O'Reilly and I'm a paediatric emergency consultant and we both live and work here in London. And we love it. This week on the Not On Call podcast, we talk about our time in
Australia.
Down Under in Australia.
And we also just talk about just stuff that's happened in the week.
Well, yeah, chit chats obviously have to happen
Chit-chatting.
as well. Then we do some true or false of silly things that we may or may not have done during our time as being doctors. And then finally, we move on to our cancel or console section. Topic this week is
sex.
Let's talk about sex. I need to not do that.
She needs to stop saying on the pod because it's beginning.
It's offensive to everyone, including me. So the topic this week is sex.
Yes.
So it's a really good one, topical. I mean, listen, it's applicable to everyone, really, isn't it?
I know, and it's one of those questions that you just get asked so many times when you're a doctor.
Listen, there are some very juicy ones, so you should probably listen on up. Get some info and also just have a bit of entertainment, you know?
Yeah.
Light entertainment on a Tuesday.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Bye.
Go
on anyway.
How are ya?
How are you?
Any crack?
Any crack? Actually, sorry, that's obviously we need to discuss this.
Sorry, repping the Irish soccer shirt.
I love it. I don't actually at all. This is
Honestly, I told you that I was coming back from Ireland and it was like at the last minute of that Hungary match.
Oh
And the whole place was literally buzzing.
in the airport.
Yeah, screaming at I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I realised that your man Parrot.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If we're winning, I am the number one fan.
Oh yeah.
Exhibit A.
Best believe.
However, otherwise I don't really have any. If anyone talks to me about football, I'm like, unless they say Ireland won and then I go, Ireland.
Honestly, what a buzz. And then also Ireland beat Australia that
Yeah,
day.
well, rugby obviously, because we always win in that, so of course I'm a fan.
I know.
I have a cutie little jersey that I'm going to whip out during Six Nations.
I actually do think that the retro vibe of the Irish soccer shirt is actually a vibe.
That's why I bought it, but
So
actually
cool.
No more because it's actually a kneecap one. It's got kneecap 32 on the back.
Nice.
So I bought it when I was going to the gig. I didn't actually get it in time for the gig.
You actually went to the gig as well, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah,
It was
Cindy
so
P.
good.
It was so fun.
What a buzz. I mean, they are actually just class.
Yeah, they are really good. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely good hip hop music. I love it.
Yeah.
Should I say hip hop?
Hip hop. Honestly, sometimes I listen to what we've been saying and we do sound like boomers.
Boomers!
Yeah, I feel like my social media management is boomer-esque.
Listen, if that's the worst complaint that we have, it could be a lot worse. I mean, I was going to say highlight of my week and I was like racking my brains and I was like, well, we did watch all of the extended versions of The Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god. Is that why you called me Frodo in my outfit earlier?
Tim called you wrong.
I think that it's quite.
And then I said, Frodo, the Shire got a Zara like that.
This is Massimo Duty. If they got a Massimo Duty,
if they got a Duty Doots in the Shire, you'd be.
I'm one step up from Paul Mescal and the Blows. I'm a Massimo Duty.
Listen, you're in good company.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal. Speaking of him, he lives around here somewhere when he's in London because I see him strolling, cycling, doing his little biz all around.
I know, and do you know who else I saw when I was walking over the other day? And I feel
I don't want to laugh. I'm just kidding.
I swear, no, I do actually.
It's just stupid laughing over at me.
No, I honestly do think that I saw.
Who?
Fiona Shaw.
Oh yeah, she's good. You think you saw her or you did see her?
No, I mean, I think I have been. I think I definitely saw her. It's, you know, when
It's not a classic anecdote. In fact, it could have been any woman, but you know, it might have been her.
she gave Cork energy. It was definitely her, like, but it was a moment of like, is it not?
Oh, should we name drop people we've seen? I have so many.
Really?
Yeah, Paul Mescal and what's his name? His girlfriend. Right here. I saw them a few times. Who else? Rosamund Pike.
Oh yeah.
Love her.
Sure, I just think that
Hugh
nobody
Bonneville.
really cares.
No, they don't. They just walk
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
And oh my god, the Oscar-winning guy from Get Out, the London guy.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Kaluuya, Daniel Kaluuya, walked right past, and I looked him in the face, and he had the awkward face of like,
I know.
oh god, don't talk to me, and
Sure.
I my eyes were swollen. And just kept walking.
Sure, it was like when Harris Dickinson sat next to us and we were.
Oh, baby girl!
I know.
Stop
And
it. Okay, now we have the microphones on.
And the sound is exponentially better.
Yeah.
But
You were saying Harris.
so basically,
Oh my God.
I saw this. I honestly do think that there's like an energy something, because there was somebody walked past and I was like, oh, and then I looked up and it was Harris Dickinson.
Just
It's literally
what's
just
pheromones? You got his pheromones.
I mean, that wouldn't work on me, to be fair. but
That's a good celeb spot, actually.
yeah, I feel like we probably have had a few, but definitely Paul Mescal would be up there for you as well.
Well, just because I've seen him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, you're
It's
basically
crazy.
besties.
He's basically my neighbour.
Yeah.
Oh, also saw him at the kneecap gig.
Oh yeah.
He was in the like VIP section with me, just strolling up and down.
How did you get into the VIP section?
You pay money.
Yeah. Let's not be getting on.
Why are you being a hater?
I'm not calling you out,
Don't
but
be
like,
a hater.
you gotta be called out every now and then. And speaking of being back in Ireland, actually, just to circle back,
Yeah.
I have to say, Ryanair rips the piss out of you.
Don't
when you go and you stand on the stairs.
Don't talk to me about the fucking stairwell queue. I don't know. You're trying to trigger my rage. Like last week, I'm trying to tone it down. This week, it's another rage trigger.
No, honestly,
Fucking fuckers.
But they also, I was the last flight out about 3 weeks ago when I was coming back. We were going back to Ireland, and it was 5 hours delayed, and they said nothing. I went to try and reimburse it, and they were like, "Oh, but it was actually due to weather." And I was like, "It was sunny, Expalpas, like literally shining." My highlight of this week probably would be going back to Ireland.
Fair.
Yeah, just going back, and the weather is real crispy and cold, and the fire was on.
Ireland. Sing it.
No.
So
the fire. The fire. There's nothing like an open fire, and I honestly would give my left arm to have one in our place.
Our topic for this week is Australia.
Our Aussie times.
Australia. Da, 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 da. I told Tim I'd sing that, so I did.
I would join in, but I've no
word, and then I've got the vague tune, and then that's it.
The first word being Australia.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, there you go.
Does he sing Ronavian when it comes on?
Oh, that'd be a good party trick to teach him.
Yeah, you should. If
That's
he can
hard,
do if he can do Kirkagaboo, you don't know it.
Well, nobody knows the fucking words. You kind of do.
You know, like the first
sounds.
couple of sentences.
Yeah, Australia. Both of us lived there
We did
for 2 years.
Mhm.
And it was a very formative 2 years for both of us, I feel.
I think that it actually single-handedly saved me from quitting medicine.
Oh my God, the burnout at the end of intern year. Whoa.
It's so intense. Like, it actually is such an intense year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was going, like, you remember, I was having a full Menti B at the end. I was going crazy.
No, so tough. It was so tough. But I think
my
then
sister reminds me. She's like, remember when you were going fully mental? I was like, fuck off.
Oh, I was just so burnt out. I was trying my little best. But,
you were so sweet.
it was so hard. But going to Australia, their quality of life, oh man,
Stunning.
take me back kind of. Sometimes I'm like, that quality of life is epic.
It is, and I'm delighted now because I get to go back like twice a
Oh,
year. Well, once
unreal.
to twice a year.
So nice.
Because I now have family there. So
Sydney girly.
Sydney Gorley, it's
Yeah.
so nice. It's actually so nice. I will say though, quality of life is great, but actually quality of mental health probably not so great, because I would say I feel 98% less hot in that country.
Oh,
Everyone, it's so hot.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's actually
You
so
walk
true.
out and you're like, oh, I'm in bits today. Do you know, in London you can kind of like wear a cool coat, you can put on a little boot, you can like, you know,
make yourself look cool, but
Yeah,
their
whereas
level of cool is
their level of
so
cool
different.
is surfer ripped to bits, beautiful natural skin,
Yeah.
beautiful natural long hair,
Yeah.
stunning. All of them are stunning.
It's like
and
a
you just walk around
non-compete,
going,
like,
for fuck's sake, I can't layer here. Like
layering the
I can't wear
shorts.
my cool bits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not whipping my beret out, that's for sure.
I remember when it was like 15 degrees and we arrived there and it was winter initially, and the shorts and t-shirts were out and they were in parkas.
Yeah. But
Like,
that was me, because I was
so funny.
I was in Brisbane, and that is a subtropical climate. So literally the winter was mid-20s.
Yeah.
With a light breeze. Oh my God, it was delightful. But I didn't wear a jacket. Like, you're very limited on the wardrobe choices if it's a very sunny climate. And I do love my winter bits. And I love my transitional bits. I love my spring bits. I love trench coat weather. You know, I love it all.
know, to be honest, I do think that, like, in terms of where I would prefer to be in terms of dressing is definitely not summer ensembles.
No
I don't want the
way.
knobbly knees out, like
The knobbles.
just leave them under a pair of pants. So
yeah,
funny.
I mean, listen, if we're going to make our life choices based on outfits that we could wear, and I'm not going to lie, it definitely comes into my head a lot.
True.
Australia wouldn't be up there.
No.
Sorry.
But Australia for the
everything else.
work, like,
everything
yeah.
else.
For the fact that, like, it's actually really nice to get up before work and do a little workout or like a swim in the sea or surf.
Because the weather's stunning. It's
and everyone else is doing it.
And everyone else is doing it. Speaking of everyone being up in the mornings, there was a cafe, right? A brand new cafe opened up at the bottom of my building. And I was like, woohoo, I'm going to try it. It looks so cute. Da, 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 da. When I say every single fucking day I went in, it was closed. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Looked up the opening times.
Go on.
5 a.m.
No.
to 1 p.m. I work shifts, okay?
Oh.
I want my coffee in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Like, that's how early risers they are. And I was like, you all give me the ick. Get back in bed.
Honestly, then in contrast, I was back in Dublin a few weeks ago and it opened at 9 o'clock and I was
because
appalled.
Nobody wants to be getting up early. It's so dark and dingy this time of year.
5 a.m. was a normal time to get coffee, like.
And I was just like, get back in your lycra, get away. I'm gonna just hate on cyclists again. It's just gonna be my whole personality.
It's so funny because you hating on cyclists is basically hating on me.
No, it's not.
No, because I would have been.
I would have
been in the true. Oh my God, there's a very distinct difference.
There's a distinct. Anyway, back to Australia.
Yeah,
very early risers. Work-wise, stunning.
I was in the most highly advanced hospital as well. They had full robots.
What?
Giving out the meals. They would
what?
Just go, yeah. They would have their little stack of.
And you were in Perth.
I was in Perth.
Whoa.
But it was just so. It made so much sense. Like the trauma ward and the surgical ward and the operating room and the ITU were all under the helipad. Like everything, just like the flow of it made so much sense. It was like thought through.
Yeah, thought and planning.
And but planning for staffing. There was just a lot of planning that went into it. That was
true,
so good.
But they do have the benefit of loads of these hospitals. In fact, most of them being new.
Yes,
so they did actually. Whereas in London, Crumbly McCrumblesons, and they're like from the 1700s. These buildings, and of course they don't suit now.
Fit for purpose. No,
there's nowhere to build around them. You know what I mean? You'd have to knock it down, and that's a whole big thing. So, in fairness, there's context. However, yes, the healthcare system there is amazing. It's so great to work in. Yeah, it was great time. But
I remember every now and then, a couple of times after I'd finished nights, I'd bring my suitcase with me and fly to Bali and go surfing for 4 days and come back.
Yeah, because you were in Perth.
I was quite literally off by myself, like just do my bits and come back. It was Like,
Stunning.
the notions were astronomical, but it was so nice.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I used to just fly to Sydney because those pals down there.
Yeah, of course.
Melbourne, there's pals down there.
I never actually made it to Melbourne. How weird is that?
Are you joking?
No, I swear to God.
What? Oh, whoa.
Yeah?
Melbourne, when I went there, I was like, I need to move here.
I know.
I still feel like that. It's such a cool city. It's kind of like a European city.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's
I
really
would love
cool.
to go there.
New section. We're going to do some true or falses for each other of basically things that we may or may have not come across in our medical career so far. And I want to see if you'll be able to guess if they're true or false.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Do you want to go first or will I?
No, you go.
Okay, let's go. True or false? I once ate food off a patient's tray when they weren't looking because I was starved on nights. True or false?
Oh my God. Are you going to tell me immediately?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think you did that.
False! Okay, you lose. That is not true. Yuck. I would never.
Oh my God.
Starve to death.
That is so funny.
You do not know what's going to be on that food, so that is a hard no.
I mean, if it was like sealed yogurt, no, you can't take a patient's food.
No, well, if you had no personal hygiene standards.
I once got in trouble taking a banana from the ward kitchen when I was on nights.
Oh, that's definitely true.
I know.
Yeah, no, they if you get caught,
they're so strict, and I was like, I'm literally on nights and I'm admitting someone and I'm starving.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
So ridiculous. In Ireland, they'd be giving you the biscuits.
You shall not pass.
No, they're so strict. I literally ran out of the ward. I was like, with my banana.
Oh, or at least you got it.
Yeah, I got the banana. Anyway.
Amen. I once caught 2 of my colleagues shagging at work in an on-call room.
No fucking way is that true. No way! We're not Grey's Anatomy. No way!
Okay, that's false. I just said that for the lols. See, people don't know that it's not like Grey's Anatomy. You watch Grey's Anatomy, you're like, as fucking if. Everyone is in bits. And if you ever get to go into an on-call room, best believe you're going to be sleeping.
I know. I think that you do definitely hear stories about sordid bits and pieces.
Maybe that was just us, and maybe everyone else was off shagging up a storm left, right, and centre.
I was never privy to any of this drama, but I'm sure it does exist.
I mean,
Shonda Rhimes had to be inspired from somewhere.
Yeah, true.
But certainly not you anyway. So you didn't walk in on anyone, but that would have been gas. True
or
false?
Yeah.
Somebody once came into the emergency department having put filler foam. Do you know foam that fills gaps?
Insulator, yeah.
Insulator.
Yeah.
Up their butt.
That's false.
That's true.
Filler foam.
So actually, it didn't
happen
happen
to
me.
But that wouldn't even. You wouldn't even feel it. It would just burn.
No, but so basically, it actually wasn't me. So it was a case that was written up in the American Journal of Emergency Medicine.
Ooh.
And they basically presented with a bowel obstruction and had to get a
because it would have hardened.
colostomy. It was filling a gap.
Oh yeah.
And it was the butt piece. And so they had to get a surgical operation to remove it.
And that's why they invented sex toys.
Oh my God! Don't be putting foam up the butt.
Don't be putting foam up the butt, but unless it's made to be put up there, in which case, go ahead. I once, when I worked in adult medicine, I once farted in A&E, and it stank so bad that the nurses thought that a patient had shot themselves and went to change them.
I know that's true.
Did I tell you that before? It's an intrusive thought. It's literally an intrusive thought that literally happened.
I just imagine that to be true for you.
I'm an IBS girlie, like leave me alone.
Oh my God, were you just sitting there trying to mind your own business, trying to hold in the rest of
it was
the
like
parts?
really a decade ago. And I was like, this is a new low. Like everyone was like, oh,
wow. Oh my god, Anne, that is absolutely hilarious. Wow.
Someone literally locked me up.
Oh my god, brilliant. I have another one. True or false? It can be very dangerous to forage.
How is this relevant? What has this got to do with you? I just said that I farted so bad that some man got his nappy changed. Foraging. Oh my god.
We're talking about things we're interested in. No?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, foraging. Yes, foraging. True, foraging is dangerous. You might have a little trippy trip if you eat a little veggie mush.
True, but no, there is if you have wild garlic, basically. Wild garlic, if you forage and you get the wrong version of wild garlic, it's actually called Meadows death. And you can
Is that digoxin?
No, but actually that's another story
Yeah,
altogether.
Don't forage is the bottom line.
Don't forage, yes.
Don't be foraging.
Particularly don't make milkshakes when you're trying to like do any rituals.
And don't eat food given to you by the woman in Australia that looks like she would murder a load of people.
What?
The mushroom woman.
What's the mushroom woman?
Oh girl, you need to look that up.
Oh my god,
She murdered
yes!
her family.
So she murdered everyone except the person who wouldn't eat it, which was the ex-husband.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's something suspicious here, why is she making us mushroom
Yeah.
pie?
And then she was like, I didn't do it.
I know. Honestly, that's
She's
quite
the most
scary.
guilty head I've ever seen in my life.
It was actually her GP, wasn't it? That said, take a better look at her. She looks a bit dodge.
I mean, if they weren't already looking at her, then
yeah, okay,
listen.
okay. Honestly, yeah, very scary altogether. So no foraging.
Jesus, no foraging. And
Unless
no taking
you're an
food
expert.
from really creepy women. I once had to remove 8 dessert spoons from a person's vagina.
The specificity of 8 makes me feel like that's true. Did that happen?
That is true.
Oh my god.
That is true.
That's the most. That is the most amount of spoons.
That was a lot of spoons.
Yeah.
I know. It was,
that's too much.
That was too much. And listen, there's many reasons I'm a pediatrician. That's also up there in the top 10.
I actually think it's so funny you ever worked in adult medicine. I can't imagine it.
I can't imagine ever.
Yeah.
Ever. No thanks. No fungals. No vagina spoons.
Fungal toes hate to see me coming, I gotta tell
you. Why? Because you're like, I'm gonna blast them all.
Zap.
See you later.
Yeah.
Fungal toenails need not apply. And now we're on to our cancel or consult, everyone's favorite section. This week's topic is
sex.
Sex, the universal thing that basically literally everyone on the planet does.
Yeah.
And good on them.
I know.
Well, actually, there are asexual people.
There are, absolutely.
But even them may have had sexual encounters. Anyway, it is the most universal topic. So listen, we thought it was a good one to do.
Yeah, and I think
this week,
I think it's also one that we've had questions about from people dropping in.
100%. And also there is a lot of myths and illusions and misinformation out there about sex. So
I think it's up there with fevers, and I think we're going to come back to fevers again because there's so many.
Oh my god, we got lots of follow-up questions.
Yeah,
so we definitely need part. I think part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, cue the music.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about
on the beach.
What did she say? Since you were like, no, I'll save that for later.
Yeah. I'm just trying to conjure the mood for everyone, you know, so they get into their mood before they talk about medical sex topics.
To be fair, like, this is not what you want to be thinking about when you're getting into it. Like,
well, everyone, before they get jiggy, they should know these facts.
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 Spitting facts. That's enough.
Fine. Okay.
I'd love
Goodbye,
to know when
Marvin.
you created this playlist. Actually, I do not want to know.
So newbies. That's some private information right there.
First question is, does peeing after sex prevent UTIs?
Well, that's a very good question, Dr. McKeown. Does peeing after sex prevent UTIs?
So actually, the evidence does not support it. So obviously, sex does increase the risk of getting a UTI because all of the bacteria can go up into the urethra and cause it. But it doesn't actually show any like massive change if you pee before or after intercourse.
There you go.
So, but then
Myth busted.
Myth
So that is a
busted.
cancel.
So cancel on that. But what can prevent recurrent UTIs? So if you're somebody who like gets recurrent UTIs after intercourse,
Oh, I'm gonna burp again.
belchy
This is-
burps.
I need to go and book an appointment with you, do I?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, go on.
Belching is normal, don't worry.
No, yeah.
But so actually cranberry products can prevent people getting a UTI that get recurrent UTIs.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? That's number one, myth busted. Number two, should you really get an STI check after every sexual partner?
Yes, you should. And don't skip.
Don't skip.
Don't skip.
Oh, that leads on quite nicely to the next one. If you use
So
a
that is a
condom,
consult. You definitely need to get an STI check after every sexual partner.
100%.
100%. We don't need to explain why. Just do it.
Just do it. And I think that's pretty fair. I think some people say like, oh, I had one last month, but let's do it after every partner.
Yeah.
If you use a condom, you won't get an STI.
That is a cancel.
Cancel.
Cancel. A common misconception.
Yeah, that's so true.
And exactly why we say you need to get even if you do use a condom with a new sexual partner, you still need to get an STI screen, because actually things like pretty nasty herpes,
or HPV as
or
well.
HPV can both be spread with even when you have been using a condom. So that is a cancel.
But it is really good for the vast majority,
Oh,
but not all of them.
Correct.
So there's
Still,
a full cancel on that, but 100% use a condom if you.
But it is important to know
having
that you are not fully protected.
Yeah. The pull-out method is an effective form of contraception.
It is not. That is a cancel.
Cancel.
It is not an effective form of contraception. As per all of the evidence. And as everyone, listen, if you apply common sense to these situations, we all know it is not. However, listen.
Let's just get it in writing
Let's just get it in writing here. It is not an effective form of contraception. So you are playing with baby fire.
Yes, maybe 1 in 5. I think it's 20% failure rate, isn't it?
It's not,
if not more.
The stats are really poor. So I would say no, it is not effective, and you should probably consider getting other forms.
What are your thoughts on natural cycles as a form of contraception?
So that is also not reliable, similar to the pull-out method. Listen, it works for some people for certain periods, but pun intended. But but no, it is not. It is not an effective form of contraception, because there's a very high failure rate.
Yeah, I think
And
the
you don't
failure rate
really,
is. I think the failure rate's less than the pull-out method or coitus interruptus, for want of a better.
Or those two in combination, I would say.
That's actually contraceptive in itself. If you say
There you
coitus
go.
interruptus.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, and we're going to do coitus interruptus. I'm okay, thanks.
We'll do
I'm okay with
nothing of the sort.
I'd rather watch Love Island. Thanks, bye.
Basically, it's like 7 to 9% failure, and that's when people have like meticulously regular, perfect cycles, and they follow things down to a T. And it's so honestly, if you are genuinely looking for a reliable method, it would not be suggested.
And as we know, most women, vast majority of women, do not have irregular on-the-button cycles. So
normalize having irregular cycles.
Normalize having irregular cycles. Yeah. There you go. Next question.
Erectile dysfunction means something is seriously wrong in my relationship.
That is an absolute cancel. That is not true.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that you come across a lot in GP, I imagine. And it's a multifactorial thing. And at the end of the day, most of the time, it's very short-lived, self-resolving, and it is not an ongoing long-term problem for most men. And even labeling it as like a disease, like erectile dysfunction, I feel like stigmatizes it, but it is very normal.
Yeah.
Unlike what they say in Friends. I actually just watched that episode recently.
What do they say?
It's not that common. It doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal.
Was that Rachel?
Rachel.
Yeah, it's actually so
quality. Anyway, that's not true. It is a funny gag. It's a funny gag.
It's a funny gag.
That's not true. So vast majority, it's short-lived,
and it's probably psychological a lot of the time.
Yeah,
it's maybe
things are going on.
A bit of anxiety or low mood.
Everyone's a human. Things go on in the little noggin.
Sometimes as well, alcohol can impact on it
for sure,
or medication. If you're on antidepressants, that can have an impact.
Or
on
just you're having not a good day.
Yeah,
and that's
but
fine.
I mean, the thing is if it's persisting, then get checked out, because there can be other things like more serious causes to it. But if this is something that's intermittent during stressful periods of time, honestly, it's really common.
After a brief interlude,
yes,
we're having serious sound technical difficulties this evening.
Slight issues with the tech this evening.
But back to ED being definitely not something that means your relationship is doomed. And just remember, it's not the end of the world, and there are lots of fun and amazing things you can do. So let them go down you 45 minutes. Have a nice time for yourselves. Have a nice time for yourselves.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. And as we said, if it's a persistent thing, talk to a GP.
Yeah,
but absolutely. If it is occasional or, the odd time, then do not worry. Have a blast in another way.
Yeah.
There you go. Next
question. Have a blast, hilarious.
Have a finger blast.
So vaginal dryness means I'm barren.
Wow, that phrasing is epic.
I don't write this stuff.
No.
Cancel. So I think that's definitely relating to like when you're perimenopausal or menopausal, that you do get vaginal dryness. Really I think what they're getting at there is that when they're in the perimenopausal or menopausal period, you can have vaginal dryness too. But there's so many other times, so obviously, similarly to erectile dysfunction, if you're anxious or stressed, that can be the case. Mm-hmm. If you're breastfeeding, obviously, because you have low estrogen, so you can have vaginal dryness then. Also, medication side effects, or it could just be you physiologically. So, absolutely cancelled this one.
Cancel. Get the lube out, girls. Get the lube out.
There you go. There's a solution to everything.
There's a solution to everything. It is absolutely does not mean you're barren.
No, oh my God.
Or it doesn't mean anything else about you. Get the lube out, have a lovely time.
That's a horrendously phrased. Whoever wrote that in, I'm so sorry. Vaginal discharge is normal and shouldn't be paid attention to.
That's a cancel, because the majority of vaginal discharge is normal. However, not all of it.
Yeah, so I think vaginal discharge is actually really quite common. But if it's causing symptoms, so if it's itchy, painful, red, foul smelling, then there's things like bacterial vaginosis, thrush, or STIs. So definitely get those checked. But if it's just normal, non-painful,
no smell,
then
and changes throughout your cycle, that's perfectly normal.
Completely normal.
If you've got any worries or questions, go and see a GP.
Come and see us.
Yeah.
My partner told me I'm too wet and he can't enjoy sex with me. Is he right?
Oh my God. No, he's not right. And you need to bin him. He can get in there with David Harbour and scuttle in.
God, this is a fireable offence. Whoever said this.
This guy, absolutely not. He's put him in the bin. Girl, live your life. That is not a thing.
No,
there is no such thing.
I'm shooketh at that. That's an outrageous question.
Yeah,
so he's in the bin.
Absolutely.
And you're perfectly normal.
We're cancelling him as opposed to anything else. You're perfectly normal and clearly having a great time.
Yes.
Amazing. Good for you. And a man who deserves you will love it. So I would say sack that off immediately.
Put him in the bin and have a nice time.
Put him in the bin and enjoy your life.
Oh, this is interesting. Watching porn will negatively affect my relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is probably a bit of a cancel and a bit of a consult.
I think
it depends.
It does depend. Yes. So I
Yes.
think it's pretty normal.
Watching porn is really normal. I think it depends on what content and how
Frequently.
much and how frequently.
Yeah.
Because it is definitely true that you can be desensitized to normal sex acts if you're watching very extreme things on porn a lot. So I would say that needs to be monitored. However, no, it won't necessarily negatively impact your relationship.
Absolutely not.
By no
So it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Little
Everything in
both.
moderation, everyone. Everything in moderation.
Absolutely.
Except for that girl's wetness, in which case, let it fly, girl.
Let it flow.
Flow.
The next one is, I'm a woman and I masturbate every day. Is there something wrong with me?
Get it, girl. Get it.
Absolutely nothing
There's
wrong with
nothing
you.
wrong with
That's
you.
so normal.
You are just in your prime. You are in
Do your
your
thing.
prime. Enjoy it.
Honestly,
lean in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be getting much work done if you're doing that much, but fair play.
Fair play to you.
Yeah, there's a whole spectrum of what's normal with masturbation. Some people definitely masturbate very little, and some people masturbate a lot, and it is all normal.
Yes.
And absolutely fine.
Normalize that one as well. So
Normalize
that is
women masturbating. It is
cancel.
completely normal.
Completely normal. So if I want to use vibrators during sex, my partner will feel emasculated.
Okay, this is another one where if a partner feels emasculated about that, you probably need to have a conversation.
And put them in the bin.
And it would immediately bin. I would say it's more of probably an educational conversation type situation. I would say if you're worried about that, then talk to your partner and see what they think, because I think you'd be surprised. I think if you're having a good time, they'll be having a good time, and then everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a conversation, and I think a lot of these things are open conversation and communication
100%.
is so important with this.
Yeah, and the vast majority of people just want their partner to also experience pleasure, and if a vibrator is adding to the party, amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
So that is a cancel. Put in the bin. Oh, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
If my male partner likes anal stimulation, is he gay?
Oh my God. I feel like we're back in the dark ages. No, that does not mean that he's gay.
No, absolutely
What that means is he is a human man who has an erogenous zone.
Yes.
Which is accessible
through the butt. Yeah.
That's all it means. It means absolutely nothing else. And don't read into it.
No, I think that's
try and have a nice time.
That is another slightly ridiculous one.
Yeah.
But if it's cancelling any myths out there, I hope that's helpful.
Bust that myth. That is nonsense. That is complete nonsense. And enjoy anything you enjoy. And it's consensual and lovely. Have a great time, guys.
Absolutely. And the final question of the cancel and consult this week. Using kitchen utensils during sex is spontaneous and sexy.
It's spontaneous and sexy. Listen, we're not saying it's not spontaneous and sexy. However, it is really not a good idea.
It's really bad for the...
Please refer to my previous story.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no. There's a reason sex toys have been invented, and that is because they are safe to insert in places when people want to have a bit of crack. Pun intended.
Don't use kitchen utensils.
Don't use kitchen utensils because you may end up in A&E.
Where are we getting these questions from?
Nobody wants to end up in A&E with a kitchen utensil lodged somewhere. Just don't do it.
Oh my God.
There's lots of affordable sex toys out there. Invest. Ask Santa.
Santa will deliver.
Get your little stocking full of sex toys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Absolutely no.
Absolutely no. Don't do that.
Spontaneous and fun in the kitchen without the utensils, we suggest heavily.
Amen.
Amen.
There you go. Do your business. Just don't involve. I mean, you can listen. You can, as long as it's not being inserted, I suppose you can do whatever you want with kitchen utensils. Little butt pincher, little whack with a wooden spoon. Ooh, that's so Irish coded.
That is.
I'd say lots of Irish people would probably get a bit of that.
Just don't be placing them anywhere else.
Yeah, just don't put them in anywhere because they
Yeah.
might get stuck and then it's a whole thing. You
Hilarious.
actually might really injure yourself. So that's the end of that. And that's the end of the Cancel or Consult section.
Guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for listening to Pod 4.
So fun. Thanks for listening.
So if you have any questions that you've ever wanted to ask a doctor, nothing is too silly or too embarrassing, just send them on in and we'd love to answer them.
We'd love to answer them. And as you will have seen from this week, we'll answer anything. Like,
yes,
we weren't lying. We'll literally answer anything.
We'll read the questions, even if we don't want to read the questions.
You saw Anna blushing a number of times. But yes, please rate and follow us on Spotify.
Yes, like and follow, guys.
And like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah. And thank you so much for listening. And we'll be back again next
we'll
week.
be back again next week for episode
5.
Episode 5.
Oh.
Put it there. But most important thing to remember is
we are not your doctors.
And we're certainly not on call. Thanks
See
for
you next
listening.
week.
Bye.
Bye.